I like my nose to look like a little sausage. Like a little tiny pie sausage. Let's just make it like a nice mustardy, dreamy eye. I love mustard on my chips, vegan hot dogs, on my eyes, apparently. Hey guys, I'm Mitchell, also known as Mmmmitchell, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a Gemini-inspired makeup look. Me personally, I feel like I know Geminis very well. My mother is a Gemini, she's a true Gemini in my opinion. So I think I know them very well, and I think I'm gonna be able to create a really cool Gemini look for you guys. I always think Geminis are very unpredictable, very loyal, always, very rebellious, and also very down to earth. What you see is what you get. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of foundation, and this is actually a concealer by Benefit. This is the Boing Concealer. Those ears, guys, don't forget the ears. You see the difference? I went to the Benefit headquarters. They let me pick out a few things. Well, they let me pick out everything, and I did. You know I did. And I'm just obsessed with literally everything. The skincare is so nice as well. And then I'll take a little bit of this in the center of the forehead as well, because then I'm going to go in with a darker shade of foundation just through the perimeters of my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a darker shade. This is number 3, so like I said, only one shade darker. And I'm just gonna put this in my contour regions and down to my jawline as well. Just kind of looks like skin, but like really perfect skin. And that's what I'm down for. So now I'm gonna take the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And this is super nice because it's got a little bit of a pink undertone. So any darkness underneath the eye or around the eye will be cancelled. And then going back in with my foundation brush and almost just to take away the edge of how bright the shade Vanilla is. So next I'm going to powder my under eyes. Today my powder of choice is the Hourglass Veil Powder. This is one of my favourites because I feel like it almost keeps the sheen on your face. And today I still want that. I still want to look kind of glowy, a little bit glossy towards the end of it. I'm just only really going to set the center of the face. I think a lot of people think that you need to put translucent powder all over the face, but we're going to put powder bronzer, powder highlight, powder blush. I think a lot of people sometimes can get away with not applying as much powder. Next, I'm going to start adding blush. Today I'm going to use a liquid blush. It's the NARS Torrid Blush. I'm obsessed. It's what I wear when I'm literally wearing no makeup or when I'm wearing layers and layers of makeup. On a deeper skin tone, I love Dolce Vita, it's so pretty. On an even lighter skin tone, I love the shade Luster, it's like a beautiful peach. I really recommend, guys. I'm really gonna swirl the product in and then just slowly start to build it onto the cheeks. This is a really nice way of gradually building your blush up. And really customizing it as well to whatever your vibe is, whatever your star sign is, you know? I just need blusher. I don't feel complete without it, honestly. Put a little bit on the nose. You can keep building if you want, or you could stop way before if you also want as well. So now my favorite step, bronzing. These are the powder bronzer. This is in the shade Private Island, obsessed. And I feel like because it's got a little bit more of that pink to it, it blends a little bit better with my blush shades. While I'm here, I'm just going to take this onto my eyelids as well. Brings everything together while I'm looking at myself, because sometimes when I don't have anything on my eyelids and a full coverage foundation, I'm like, what am I doing? Ooh. Okay, so now I'm going to contour this nose because this nose needs it. So I'm going to take another Fenty bronzer. This is in the shade In the Sun. So nice, not too cool, not too warm. And literally just press this at the side of the bridge of my nose. Pull it right up to the brow. It really needs to almost flow all the way up the nose so it looks like that is your nose, you know? I like my nose to look like a little sausage. Like a little tiny pie sausage. Once I get nose contour on, I can rule the world. I'm like, hey. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little bit more translucent powder and I'm just gonna bake at the sides of my nose. I'm gonna just tap a little bit underneath the nose. So the highlight will come forward and the tip will go up. 101. Let's get some Gemini eyes. I'm gonna go for like a mustard tone with a little bit of a bright yellow kind of inner corner area. We're gonna take a Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 390. I feel like that just allows you to build up your saturation much more intensely, and it actually does it much more quickly as well. So I'm just gonna start by placing this concealer on the outer corner of my eye, almost in a winged shape. I just really love a winged out eyelid. It's so sexy, so feline. And then I'm just gonna blend this out with a clean brush. This has got nothing on. Okay, so now onto the eyeshadow, onto the powder part of the eye. So now I'm gonna take the Me, Myself and Mmmmitchell palette. This is by me and Beauty Bay, my collaboration with them. Let's just make it like a nice mustardy, dreamy eye. I love mustard on my chips, vegan hot dogs, on my eyes apparently. So I'm gonna start with the shade Meh, which is a really neutral light brown. I'm blending this over the concealer, pulling it out towards my temple. Like I'm almost following from my lower lash line up towards my temple. And this way, when you look straight ahead, it's really pulling my eye up. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of Monday, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna blend this on my outer corner of my eye and really flick it upwards towards the tail of my brow. I'm a big believer if you've got to believe in yourself when you blend in, about everything will go wrong. So a smaller brush with a darker colour will make everything a little bit smoother and not as scary. Next, I'm gonna go back in with my vanilla concealer. This is the same shade that I used underneath my eye, and I'm gonna apply this from my inner corner all the way up to around just before my outer corner. But any kind of little flat shader brush that you've got really will do the job for this. Super quick and easy. We're not cutting the crease or anything today, so it doesn't need to be too tight. So then when I go in with my shadows over the top, it's got something to stick to. I'm gonna take a small brush again, and my first shade that I used in my crease. Just blend this into the concealer. So I'm gonna take a matte white eyeshadow. This is by P. Louise Makeup Academy, one of my favorite whites ever. Super opaque, and I'm gonna tap this on the inner corner. Then I'm gonna take the shade Modest off my palette. And then you guys, star of the show, I'm gonna go in with a mustard shade. This is Macaroni. Macaroni is like my childhood food, by the way. And the reason that we use the white is obviously to highlight the inner corner, and then we use the Modest to blend the white into the mustard shade. Something like this, super cute. So I feel like for a Gemini look, I need to look super fierce, like super, I'm here, you know? So I'm gonna take a little bit more concealer and I'm just gonna carve out where I have done my shadow, just to make it a little bit more winged and sharp. I'm gonna press and start tapping and pulling down. I'm gonna blend that in. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a pencil. This is by Linda Hallberg, and I get these from Beauty Bay. This is the Levi Flash pencil. This is gonna go in my lower lash line, and obviously the waterline as well. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of that pencil on my brush, and I'm gonna blend this out. Then I'm just gonna blend underneath that pencil with a bit of Meh. It's gonna keep it super cohesive, super monochromatic, and that's exactly what I want with this eye look. So now it's time for some glam and some glitter. I'm gonna take my collaboration with Beauty Bay again. These are the eyeliner toppers that I did. These are in the shade Medal, and this is just super pretty, super just easy to use as well. I'm gonna hit this at the front of my lower lash line. And then taking a nice flat shader brush, just press and blend that towards the center of my eye. Okay, so I've added liner just in the inner corner, did a little inner corner flick using the Anastasia liquid liner, and just smoked out my lash line a little bit, just because that's what I need in my life sometimes. And now it's time for me, the part that changes it all. This brings everything together, lashes. The lashes that I'm going to use today are the TL6 by Tatti Lashes. These are the new faux range that they've done. This is in the shade Foamy. So let's get these on. I'll teach you how I put these on and how I kind of customize them to fit my eye. So these, they almost feel like mink. They're so beautiful, so fluffy, unlike any other faux lash I've ever tried. So I like to trim my lash. Obviously I have quite small eyes, so this full lash is not gonna fill my space. It will be like towards my ear. So I'm going to cut it halfway. I'm gonna get some eyelash glue and let this get really nice and sticky on the lash. That way my lash will literally just stick on so easily without any hassle. And there you go. She's on. Just gives you a really, really beautiful lift at the outer corner. Now I'm gonna add a different lash in this area. Again, I like to customize my lashes. You don't have to. If you've got your favorite lash, stick it on and go about your day. But I love playing with lashes. I love playing with textures of lashes. So now on this section, I'm gonna take this other lash by Tatti Lashes. This is Rich AF. So it gives you that fluffiness as well that I'm obsessed with. If you are obsessed with it as well, you need these. So I've just cut half of this again. And instead of putting this on the outer corner, this is gonna go on the center of my eye now. Then I'm just gonna take some mascara. And because I have used two lashes as well, this is really, really gonna allow me to blend those two together. Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna do this again. This is my first time doing this lash combo. Obsessed, mic drop. So I just did a little bit more mascara on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go to this eye, finish it off camera, and then come back, add some more highlight, blush, and then a gorgeous lip. Okay, you guys, so I did the other eye off camera, and now it is time to finish off this look by adding a few finishing touches. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna take this Patrick Tar Beauty blush. This is in the shade She's Adorable, because she's adorable. She's bloody adorable. I'm gonna take this on a Sephora 9-3 brush. Get this really, really nice in. I'm going to take a lipstick next. This is by House Laboratories, Lady Gaga's makeup line. And this is in the shade Pusher. It's like a nice burgundy tone. I'm gonna actually use this as some blush. So I'm gonna just get it on the back of my hand. And obviously this is quite dark, so you've gotta be careful. Any brush that's really nice and fluffy, pick up the product and apply it nice and high. A little bit on the nose again. And again, this is a step that you don't need to do. I just do. Okay, so now for highlight, and I do feel like my skin is looking quite glossy already. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. This is Harmony Crystals. I'm gonna first of all just go in with a brush, like a nice big eyeshadow brush. I like using big eyeshadow brushes for highlight. Just a nice little sprinkle of it. Then I'm gonna go in with something else in a second. This is kind of just my first layer of highlight, and you already know I've got a few layers of highlight. So now, taking the Amrezy highlighter. Okay, so now guys, it's time for a lip, and I wanna do like a deep cherry, dark lip. Something a little bit vampy. That's what I'm feeling today, feeling the whole vampy vibe. I always like to just wipe my lips, just to get off any foundation or powder, anything, just so that my lip is true to color and completely comfortable as well. So I'm starting off with the KKW Nude 3 lip liner. Once we've lined the lips, I am then gonna go in with Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Cherried, and it's the Ultra Matte Lipstick. Ooh, hello. So you can keep this matte. I think I need a gloss. I've got a matte eye and a matte lip, and I need some gloss somewhere. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of clear gloss. This is a Fenty gloss in the shade Glass Slipper. I'm gonna get this out on the back of my hand just so then I don't get deep purple all over my wand, and also to be hygienic as well. Oh wow, I'm obsessed. Oh! Mic drop one more time. I'm obsessed. Guys, wow. That is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is my Gemini makeup look. Let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what your star sign is. Let me know if you're a Gemini, and I hope I did you Geminis justice. I want to see some Geminis wearing this. Let's do this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosmopolitan UK. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.